is vintage. Buckle up.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and normally I'm here with my husband, Noel. He is usually sitting right there, but today he is controlling our graphics from another room. So it's kind of cool. Hope you guys are doing great. We are going to do some ephemera tonight. I've got a little bit of mix of two different things. I have some like old magazine covers or like magazine ephemera. You'll see. Some really cool magazine stuff, some photo type things. And then I have some art from a gentleman by the name of F. Nadelson. He was a 1930s artist. Some very kind of MCM, almost Art Deco-y type decor. Yes, twice in one day. I was not supposed to be here twice in one day, but I kept having to postpone shows due to personal things, so here I am, 2 times in one day. But we're going to go through everything. It will be $1, so everything's going to start at $1. Shipping is $2.99 max, so you'll just pay $2.99 probably on your first item. Then it'll be free after that, so you can fill your box with no additional shipping charges. So let's go ahead and we're just going to kind of plow through these. We are going to start with our first one. So the first one I have tonight, I'm just going to hold them up. I just threw a pile in front of me, and we'll just kind of go through them. But this is a magazine cover from 1934. It is The Farmer's Wife. If they are in a plastic sleeve, I am not going to take them out just to keep them. That's how they came to me, and I'm going to keep them like that. So we have this magazine cover of The Farmer's Wife. If you guys want to know a size, I'm always happy to measure, but this is like, I don't know, 11 by 14, close to that. And we're going to go ahead and run this one. Let me get this going. We're going to do 10 seconds, 2-second restart for $1, and that is up and going. Again, shipping is only $2.99 tonight, and it is capped at $2.99. Welcome in, welcome in. And Molly, that is going to you. Congratulations. All right, next up, this is a whole set. So there is a ton of papers in here. This is from the Ladies' Home Journal, August 1919. So I did not want to take them all out, but let's see. There is all kinds of pages from the Ladies' Home Journal. So first one we have, there's a few stapled together, but they are all old 1923 from the old magazines. We have this one, and then you get the Romantic Prince. This again is Ladies' Home Journal 1929. And there's like, I don't know, 8 or 9 pages there. And then we have McCall's 1929, another 8 or 9 pages. And look at this on the back. It says, The Mark of a Modern Home. How cool is that? And then in the same bundle, we have McCall's Magazine 1923, September of 23. And there's quite a few pages there. And then this is just one page. Ladies' Home Journal, August 1919. I think these are pretty neat. So you're going to get all of those. And that's going to run right now. I'm going to put them back in this plastic sleeve. And all of those Ladies' Home Journal and McCall's are running right now. Thank you so much. And Andrew, that is going to you. What a great pickup. Let me go ahead and get a number put on this one. Okay, up next is this, which is Country Gentleman, June 1944. It looks like the cover from the magazine. It is just that cover page of Country Gentleman. And that is running right now. What did I say? 1944. If you have a farmhouse decor, that will look kind of neat framed in there. All right, thank you so much for looking at that one. Where am I going to put it? We're going to put it down here. Okay. Next is the Ladies' Home Journal, March 1922, and it is the cover of the Ladies' Home Journal from March of 1922. That's going now. Little boy there reading a book. This is a really nice piece of art. Look at all the colors on there. You can frame that. Robin's Nest, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
Let's see here. This one, another one that's in plastic. This is, oh, you guys remember those pencils, the Ticonderoga pencils? So this is from the Saturday Evening Post, and it is an advertisement for that I can't say it, for those pencils. It is a one-pager there, and that's going now. Some old advertisements here. Thank you so much for your bid. And Robin, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are now getting, I'm going to go back and forth. So I have stuff like what we just did, kind of the magazine advertisement. And then I have some original art from F. Nadelson. He's a 1930s artist, and all of this art, most of it is all signed by him. So we're just going to kind of alternate back and forth. So this is the first piece of art. It is signed with his signature down here. And that is ready for framing. And that's going to run for just $1. His art was very kind of MCM-ish, sometimes kind of Art Deco-y looking. We do have some where he's dated from the 30s, so we do know that this is the around the 1930s. And Luft Post, congratulations. That is
Thank you for your first purchase.
We have another Nadelson, and this is a camel that he has drawn. On all of his art, this is all on paper unless I say otherwise. So there may be some slight either discoloration or just like little bends and stuff in the paper, but I'll try to point out what I can. This one is up and running. Very simplistic. There's quite a few like this that would make a really great gallery wall. These are all originals, yes, 100% originals. Luft Post, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
I was able to get the whole a whole portfolio of his work. So these are originals with all the original signatures on there. We have another one here. This is a birds that he drew. And we have his signature. Where is it? It's right down there on the bottom. It's his signature. We'll go ahead and run that up and going right now. So you can see a lot of this simplistic ones here would be great to frame and do some type of a gallery wall where they're all together. That would look so cool. And Mary, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is another one. This one is signed. Down here on the bottom, right above my finger right there, is his signature. And let me get that. There we go. That is running. I'm trying to see around the picture to click on the buttons. That one is up and going. Thanks so much for your bids. Eve Shops 222. That's heading your way. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, this one's kind of neat. It almost reminds me of New York with the steamboat and like the city backdrop. And I do not think this one is unsigned. It is his work, but I do not see his signature on this one. And that's going right now. I don't know if it's New York. I'm just saying that's what it reminds me of with the boat and the city backdrop there. Eve's Shop, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, this one's cool. He's titled this Greek sculpture. He has signed it down here. Says Nadelson. Just a horse. Well, that's pretty cool. I love the simplistic art. That's probably my favorite. And it does say, what did I say? The Greek, whatever I just said. And Eve's Shop, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, and if you are just joining, my name's Tracy. Hello, this is Zoe's Treasures. tonight, everything, all auctions start at $1 and shipping is capped at $2.99. All right, I like this one. It has a little bit of color. It has that simplistic look, but a little bit of color going on with the blues. It is signed down there at the bottom. And that's running now. So you get the fruit with the pretty blues in there, but it's still that block simplistic type art. And Roblins, thank you so much. I probably mispronounced your name earlier. I apologize for that. I'm really good at mispronouncing things. All right, here's another one. It is from the same artist. This is unsigned. Has just a little touch of white, but it looks almost like a cowgirl, maybe kind of like a Mexican flair going on with it. That is up and running for $1 right now. The Lost Ledger, that is heading your way.
Thank you.
12. Now this next one is very colorful. Signed just a little bit differently, but we have a landscaped view here, kind of like a still life. It is signed, this corner right over there. And it is ready to frame. Let me pull back so you can see the size of it. So you could still mat and frame this one. I love how he experimented with different styles of art. The Lost Ledger, that is heading to you. Thank you. And this one now, this is a lot more fragile. Let me show you here. We do have, and I do not know if it was intentional or if it's because of age, but there's some folding. You can see pieces missing around the edges. And it looks almost like a Western type scene. His signature is there down the side, but there is a lot more age to this one. It is running for $1. It does kind of look tribal. A lot of his work does look somewhat tribal, doesn't it? And Left Post, that is going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a few more of his, and then we'll get back to like the advertising stuff and then come back and do some more of his work. So this one is matted. I do not see his signature on it unless it's underneath the mat. I'll just try to see if I can see a signature without ruining it. I do not see a signature. It is still his work. It is matted, so it is a piece of paper that he did the artwork on with a mat around it. So this is an easy one, just pop into a frame. And Roblin's Nest, thank you very much. Here's number 15.
Thank you.
And look, okay, oh, this is neat. This one says a copy of African Sculpture by F. Nadelson. This looks like it came straight out of his sketchbook. You can see the little holes here, like he pulled it right out of his sketchbook, but it is his writing along the top with his name there. And that's running now. Copy of an African Sculpture. Left Post, heading to you. Thank you.
On its way to you.
Earlier we had the blue and white one with the fruit. This one is more of a pink and white with black. It is signed on the bottom down here. Not quite fruit, but I do like it. It kind of goes with that blue and white one that we had up here a little bit earlier. Same general style. And Roblin's Nest.
Thank
Congratulations. This is a very kind of tribal, it almost looks like a planter. It is signed down here. I love the coloring on this one. It looks like he drew like a planter with a really neat design on there. That is going now. Isn't it? A lot of his art was really cool. I was really drawn to it when I saw it. I was lucky enough to come across this at an auction. The Lost Ledger. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the last one for now, we'll come back and do some more. This is a lot larger. He's titled this Symbols. He did not sign it, so this is an unsigned piece. And that right there in the middle says Symbols. And this is like a cardboard. It's a little bit thicker of a paper, or like a card stock. Let me try to describe it properly. Melissa, that is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I do have more of his art, but we're going to switch and do some of the other ones and we'll come back. That way we're just kind of keeping everybody's interest here. So let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of his art that I have left is bigger art. So let's do these and then we'll do his bigger art. All right. So back to the advertising. We have Woman's World. There's four different covers here. We have Woman's World, what are the dates here? 1930. We have like a wintry cover of the magazine. Then we have a Valentine's. So this is February 1934. There are 2 pages. That's February 34. And then we have this one, which is Home Arts. Let me get you a date. November 1935. That's Home Arts Needlecraft cover. So it's the cover of the magazine. Then we have another Woman's World, 1932, October. Look at that. Oh, I love that art on that one. Woman's World, July, 1933. And all of these, since these are covers off the magazine, the pages are on the back too, also have pictures. And then May, 1934, look at the girl in the tree reading. How beautiful is that? I would frame that and hang that up. So you're going to get all of those running for $1 right now. I didn't even count. What was that, like 6 of them? And they do come in this plastic sleeve. So I'll put them back in the sleeve before I send them to you guys. Thank you for your bids. And Amy Tarr, that's going to you.
Thank you for your first
Number
purchase.
20. And I will get them back in that plastic sleeve before we send it out to you. All right, next, this is looks like a 1-pager. This is for a tobacco one, Lucky Strikes ad. So it's an old Lucky Strike ad. It's a 1-pager. See if I can get you a date. Copyright 19, I think that says 32. All right, let's see. We're going to do this one. Let me run that one. And it's going now. And Roblin's Nest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do 2 together. Let's bundle 2 because these are kind of neat. So we have The Collier and the King by Edwin Markham. Okay, so this says illustration by N.C. Wythe. I have quite a few illustrations by N.C. Wythe, so he was an artist. This is dated December 23. So we're going to do a bundle. We're going to do this one. Let's see if I can find another N.C. Wythe one to add to it. No, I don't see another one. We'll just do this other one. So we're going to do this one. And we're also going to include this one. This is an old, it looks like a Westinghouse advertisement. We have Westinghouse down there. This one is 1944. So you're going to get both of these. And I'll separate them out there in a second. Okay, so those 2 are running right now. Together, you get a Westinghouse and some illustrations by N.C. Wythe, which we'll come across a few more of his things when I looked through. Roblin's Nest, heading your way. I saw quite a few of his work. All right, let's do a Ladies' Home Journal. This is a single page, March 1922. Look at how deep in thought he looks. And I just love all the coloring going on in the back. That's running right now. And Roblin's Nest, number 23. we have Western Electric. This is Merchant Seaman Western Electric, 1945. I love that picture. And then we're going to bundle that with this one, which is Niblets. It is the corn. So this is from, oh goodness, it's around the same time. I can't quite find a date, but it is another NC Wythe, and it is that corn ad. So we're going to do both of these two together, and they're running now. So we get an NC Wythe, and then we get the advertising for the corn. And Robin's Nest, thank you so much.
Thank you.
24. All right, let's go and finish up the Nadelson art, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the magazine stuff. All right, let's do, to start with, I have 3 smaller pieces. We're going to run these together, or 4. So this, we're going to do all of these together. This is Nadelson, and I'll tell you if they are or aren't signed as we go through. So this is an unsigned one. Same artist, original. And then we have this one we'll add to it, unsigned, which is a roller skate, old-fashioned roller skate, probably cutting technology at the time. And then we have this one unsigned, which is a purse. And then it looks like he did one of a cup. So all of these are unsigned, but you're going to get 4 Nadelson, smaller pieces, and they're running right now. So you're going to get all 4 of those of the Nadelson art. Those all together make a cool like little display if they were all framed and hung up. Robin's Nest going to you, thank you. All right, the rest of his art is a lot bigger, so we'll go through one at a time here. Let me get it in front of me. So this one, I'm trying to see. This is on like a cardstock, a very heavy cardstock, unsigned, and it looks like it was maybe kind of a sketch that was halfway done, so maybe not even all the way complete because we have some pencil lines in there, but then we have some coloring, and it is a good size. We're going to run this one. It is on a thicker cardstock, and it looks kind of, I'm not sure if it was intended that way or if it's halfway complete, but it's pretty neat. Left Post, that's going to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have the next one is a signed piece, and he actually has dated it April 1930. PL2 is the name of it, and he has his signature. And it is just the sketch, so no coloring, just an original sketch that is signed. And that is going now, and it is a really good size, as you can see how big it is here. And Left Post, that is heading to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 27. This next one is signed down here in the corner. It is on like a cardboard type, very thick card stock. We do have his signature. Where is it? Over here on this corner. And it just has those 2 pieces. But look at this one down here. I love that. It's so pretty. And that is Up and Going. Thank you so much for your bids. The Lost Ledger, that is heading to you. We have a very colorful one coming up next, which seems to be a little unusual for this artist. This is so pretty. So he has called this Sport. It is dated March 1931 and is signed, and it's based on dynamic symmetry. So that's everything I just read down here. It does have his signature and that date on there. Love the colors on this one. It is on some cardstock. There is a little bit of damage up here on the corner, but if you framed it, you wouldn't be able to see that. And Left Post, thank you. If you guys are getting rewards, make sure you're going up and clicking on that crown. We do have coupons up there for you as you reach the various levels. And this is my last piece of art by Nadelson tonight. It is signed. It is titled PL3, There is no date, but PL2 we saw was 1930 something. It is a sketch, and it is on like a cardstock, and that's running right now. I like it because doesn't it look like he's almost sketching like he's looking down on everything? Kind of a neat perspective. And the Lost Ledger, thank you so much. That is going
Thank you.
home with you. All right, let me just check and make sure, but that is all of my Nadelson art tonight. I do still have some advertising stuff here we can go through. Some really cool pictures. So let's start with this one. Look at this big old piece. This is from 1915. This is an N.C. Wythe advertisement for the Overland Out West, which is, I'm thinking it is this car, Model 80. So it's an advertisement for this car. And that is running right now. 1915 advertisement. Pretty neat. And Leslie's Gems. Y'all, you know what I feel like? What was that show?
Thank you.
With Tim Allen and the guy on the fence, and he always just all you saw. That's what I feel like tonight. I forget the name of the show. I just remember the guy peeking over the fence. Or maybe I'm just dating myself. All right, here's another N.C. Wythe. This is from a painting by N.C. Wythe. It says, "From the battlefields of France to the wheat fields of America." This is dated October 1919. And Home Improvement, thank you. That's what it was. This is running now. And Left Post, thank you so much. Number 32, heading your way. Let's do a little bundle. Let's put a couple pieces together here. Let's do this one together. This is new mural paintings by N.C. Wythe for the Missouri State Capitol, March 1921. And this is the Ladies' Home Journal. So this is from the Ladies' Home Journal. I do not have any Valentines this time, but I did just win some. So coming up in one of my upcoming ephemera shows, I will have some. I just haven't picked them up yet. So we have this one. We're going to do, again, this is from the Ladies' Home Journal. It is paintings that were made for the Missouri State Capitol. And we're going to pair that with March 1917, The New Country Life, page from the New Country Life there. So we're going to put these two together. And those are running now. And Mom's Home Decor and More, congratulations, that is heading to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have a page out of the Ladies' Home Journal. There's a couple of them here. So let's see, this on the front, we have a page from the Ladies' Home Journal, 1938. And I think it's actually page 2 of this story. On this side is the same thing, Ladies' Home Journal, September 1928. And the title is Elizabeth and Essex. And I think it's this story starts here and it goes to this page in here. So you're going to get both of those. And that's running now. Look at how beautiful that picture looks. And since they're two separate, you can always take them out of the plastic and you can frame them and hang them up next to each other. Mom's Home Decor and More, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let me grab the rest of my pile here. This is all the rest I have for tonight, but we'll go through these ones. I do have some bundles. We're going to start with this one. It's so pretty. This is Country Gentleman from June 1944. And it looks like a dad out in the field with his son. Reminds me of some of the farmers I see here in Pennsylvania. And that is going right now for $1. Thank you for your bids. Leslie's Gems, that is heading your way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do two together. This one is SS Henry Laum, U.S. Merchant Marine. So Bausch & Lomb, this is a Bausch & Lomb part of an ad from 1943. So we have a gorgeous kind of like a seafaring type picture there. And then we have another one that's a seafaring picture. And it says, nothing to do until tomorrow. And this is another lady, no, the Saturday Evening Post is this one from 1940. So we have a Ladies' Home Journal and we have a Saturday Evening Post. Both of them kind of mariner type photos. And that's running now. You're going to get both of those together. And thanks for looking at that. Let's see what we have next. All right. I do not know where these came from, but they're really cool pictures to frame. We're going to do one, and I'll hold them up and show you. 2, 3, 4. All right. So this one is called The Storm. And kind of looking out from a barn there. And so we have that one. They're kind of a glossy type, semi-gloss page. Then we have The Death of Old Slewfoot. So it looks almost like a hunting type one. We have Jody Lost. The gentleman looks like he's lost out at sea. And then we have another hunting one, The Fight with Old Slewfoot. So these must have come out of a book or something. I'm not sure. They all came in the same lot. But you're going to get all 4 of those together. Perfect for framing. They are up and running. And they all look like they're from kind of like telling the same story. Left Post, thank you so much. Going to you. That is number 36. All right. We're gonna put this with something else. We're gonna add it. Okay. This is another set of pictures, and it's called they're prints. The Cruise of the Cachalot, Mead Schaefer, 1926. So they came all clipped together. We're going to keep them all together. But we have the cover page. And what is this? Oh, it goes this way. Almost like a Moby Dick type picture there. That one's pretty neat. And then this way. So these are all the Cruise of the Cachalot. No, wait, hold on. Which way? This way. You get all of these pictures. They're kind of like a semi-gloss type print. Quite a few of them here. This way. And the very last one. So we're going to do all of those prints together from the Cruise of the Cachalot. Those are up and running. Prints, yeah, they're all prints from there. And Evergreen Estate, thank you so much. Number 37.
Thank you.
Hold on. I'm going to add this to one coming up soon here. All right, we have a whole nother set of prints. This is The Three Musketeers, 1927 by Harold Brett. So that's what this little paper says. And so we have the first one. So these are all prints from The Three Musketeers. That's kind of a famous, that's what I think of right there, like the fighting type scenes from The Three Musketeers. These are pretty neat. I like these prints. Was that the Queen? That does look like a queen. And they do have like little captions at the bottom. And look at that. Oh, I love that one. All right, so we're going to run all of those together. And those are going now. 1927 prints from The Three Musketeers. Thank you so much for your bids. Evergreen Estate, that is going to you. Thank you. This is a bundle here. So these are all like individual pages. Good Housekeeping Studio of Helen Closer. So we have some prints here. Okay, so, okay, that's the back. So these are all prints. We're going to put them together. I'm trying to see paint. Oh, these are the NC Wythe, or MC Wythe ones. So we have what looks like mom and dad in the woods. I don't know if that is supposed to be a religious one. It says on the bottom, yes, that is an Adam and Eve picture. Then we have a Santa Claus one. These are all out of old Good Housekeeping magazines. I'm looking for some dates to tell you guys. I just haven't seen any dates yet. Then we have David and Goliath. And not sure what this one is. Don't know what that one is. These are all prints of paintings by N.C. Wythe. And who is this? This is another biblical scene. This is Moses. The colors are so vibrant for this. And then another one, it doesn't say who is in the photo or who the photos are of. But they're all prints from N.C. Wythe, so you're going to get all of those, running for $1 right now. And they're all from old Good Housekeeping magazines. So the prints were published in the magazines. Thanks for your bids. Thank you. And Mary, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
number 39. All right, we're going to do a few of these together. So this is the Hill School Collection, Washington at Valley Forge. This is a nice kind of thicker print. And with that, we're going to put, we're going to put that. And we're going to do this couple of these pages here. So this is October 1928, a page from the Ladies' Home Journal, and it says Elizabeth and Essex on the front of it. And then we're also going to do this set that's all stapled together from the Ladies' Home Journal 1930, September 1930, and there's quite a few pages there. So we're going to do all three of those together, and they're going now for $1. So this one has about 7 or 8 different pages in there. I don't know if it continues and just tells the whole story or has a bunch of different photos in there. But they are all from Good Housekeeping. Mary Jane, thank you so much. Number 40. We only have a few more. All right, let's do this whole bundle. Okay, this is going to be a big bundle, you guys. Big, big bundle. This is the Romantic Prints. So they are multiple pages from McCall's magazine in 1929, June's issue. So we have like multiple pages. June 1929, McCall. Then we have, this is the Ladies' Home Journal, September 1921. Multiple pages from that magazine. Vandermark's Folly is the story here that it's representing. Then we have this bundle, which talks about Vandermark's Folly again. This is a different one. This is the Ladies' Home Journal, November 1923, and there's multiple pages there. And another one, same thing, Vandermark's Folly, but it's a different story. Ladies' Home Journal, October 1923, probably 5 or 6 pages. And last in this bundle, I'll kind of clip together here. Actually, there's two. Nope, I think that all goes together. Is Surf by Stephen Morehouse. These are all with illustrations by N.C. Wythe. Ladies' Home Journal, June of 1923. And look, I just got to show you the back of this. I think they're advertising clothing on the back. Look at that. Look at that picture. That is so awesome. All right. So you're going to get all of those that I just held up. So there's quite a few different bundles going on there. all for $1. They're 1920s Ladies' Home Journal excerpts, multiple pages in each. Darth Vader, good evening. Mom's Home Decor and More, congratulations. That is heading to you. That is number 41. All right, now let's do this. We'll do this bundle together. Okay, so here's a whole story. We've been talking about N.C. Wythe all night here. This is a story about the artist N.C. Wythe. So that is him, not there, over here. That's N.C. Wythe, and here's a whole story about him and his artwork. So you're going to get that, a couple of pages there. And this is from, I'm trying to get a date. Let's see if I can, do not see a date. It should be around the same time period. I am not seeing a date, but I'm guessing late 20s. It's about the same period as the rest of this. Then we have the Lindenbergs. Look at that, a story about the Lindenbergs right there. That is pretty neat. A few pages. I do not know where this was out of. It does not tell me if this was Ladies' Home Journal, but there's some really great pictures in there. This is Woman's Home Companion. Look at that picture out of Woman's Home Companion, 1921. And then there's another picture on the back there. That is pretty cool. We have Steinway, The Instruments of Immortals. Isn't that a piano company, right? So it's a piano ad. This is from the Library Digest for December 1921, a Steinway ad. And this is multiple pages. All right, and then we have a lot of pages here from the Ladies' Home Journal, 1931. This is neat. Don't start them to school until they've seen the dentist. Look at that. I would just love to sit and read some of this. So there's a couple pages, and then we have some more N.C. Wythe prints, and these are all from February 1924 Ladies' Home Journal magazine. So you're going to get all of those. So we have quite a few different pages here, up and going for $1. A lot of Ladies' Home Journal, 1920s. Some art in there, some beautiful art, some really cool stories. And Mom's Home Decor and More, thank you so much.
Thank
That
you.
is number 42. And we are down to the very end here. What do we have? Okay, we're going to do all three of these together. So we have illustrations by N.C. Wythe. Somebody made a little book out of an old folder, but we have some illustrations here. These are all N.C. Wythe illustrations. Looking for a date on this. I do not see a date. This one is called Song. Then we have some more here. These would be nice to take apart and frame, or if you have a booth or something, these would be great for a booth. Then we have the back page. So they're like the seasons. You're going to get that one. And then we have this one, which is an N.C. Wythe print from 1926. Love the colors on that. And then we have a Steinway ad, which N.C. Wythe illustrated. And you're going to get all three of those. And these last two are matted. And they're going now. So you get two matted ones. They are all N.C. Wythe prints. And then we get the smaller N.C. Wythe prints. All right, thanks for looking at that. That is the last of what I had, but I have just a couple of things left. So we looked at this earlier. Let's just see if anybody wants it. We'll throw all of this together as one bundle. We have a ad for, this is a Saturday Evening Post 1940. And then we had a Bosch and Lomb. We have a Country Gentleman, and we have those three N.C. Wythe. So let's just put them all together, see if we can send them home with somebody tonight. And all of that, along with these ones down here, are all running for $1 right now. And Love Post, thank you so much. You have helped me clean up tonight.
Thank
That
you.
is going to you. And that is everything I have tonight, you guys. My ephemera shows are usually pretty short and sweet. I get bundles of specific collections in, and we go through them like we did tonight. I do have some more ephemera shows coming up, so please bookmark them. Sometimes I have stuff like this. Sometimes I get cabinet cards, Valentine's, Christmas cards, stuff like that. So I do hope to see you again in another one. I have a ton of shows coming up in the next week, so please take a look at those, and hope to see you again. With that, you guys, hope you have a really great week. Let's go see who's there to raid.
Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Oh, I have to raid a reworker's passion. I almost never get to raid her. All right, let me do my closing. I can get to it here, and we're going to go raid a reworker's passion. Oh, I'll get to that in a minute. All right, bye everybody.